In today's lecture, we are going to study the famous essay of studies written by Francis Bacon. Francis Bacon was a great writer of the Renaissance time. He is called the father of English essays. He was a lawyer by profession. In 1618, he became Lord High Chancellor. Uh, People say that from his essays, a whole book of Bible can be compiled. He was born on 22nd January 1561. He passed away on 19th April 1626. He was an English philosopher, a statesman, served as an attorney general, as a Lord Chancellor of England. He wrote many books. The first book of essays that was published, essays in 1597. Novum Organum was published in 1620. New Alternatives came into 1627. The Wisdom of the Ancient was published in 1609. There are famous quotations from the essays of Francis Bacon. I quote, "Truth is the daughter of the time, not of authority," unquote. See, in what we say, truth is the daughter of the time. Truth is recognized according to the situation, according to the time, not by authority, not by power, not by any sword. It is a matter of time and situation. And next he says, I quote, "Knowledge is power," unquote. Definitely, Beckett wants to say a person who is full of knowledge. He has power to discuss. He has power to go anywhere. He has power to lift himself. He has power to say something. That's why I say that knowledge is power. Next quotation is that I quote, "Hope is a good breakfast, but it is a bad supper," unquote. Definitely. We take breakfast in the morning. With the help of this breakfast, we can pass the whole day. In the same manner, hope is just like a breakfast. On the basis of this hope, we can pass the whole day, but it is a bad super. We cannot sleep with the hope for the next tomorrow, for the next day. Next, he says, I quote, "Money is a great servant, but a bad master," unquote. Yes, it happens in real life. It happens in practical life that money is good, money is better until it is serves a person. It is just like a servant. But when it becomes a master, when it governs the man, it becomes a bad master. It ruins the person. It spoils the person. And next quotation is very interesting. I wander the seed of knowledge. Yes, when we have surprise for something, we have some wonder for something. That is the beginning of the knowledge. That is the seed of knowledge. Bacon said like that. Next, we come to about a famous quotation that he said the remedy is worse than the disease. Remedy is worse than the disease. Definitely, disease is very bad thing. But when we try to find out the remedy of that disease, that becomes worse. In that manner, back and say the remedy is worse than the disease. Now, we can say that he was greatly inspired by the French essayist, namely Montaigne. Essays are full of a practical wisdom and worldly knowledge. His essays are full of practical wisdom and worldly wisdom knowledge. That's why it is said that a whole book of Bible can be compiled from his essays. He wrote in a aphoristic style, and we can say that the most of the sentence seems to be the proverb, that his sentences are just like proverbs. His belief that literature and books are for this life's sake, not for the art's sake. He believed that literature, the knowledge of literature and books is for the benefit of the human life. He shone with brilliance in every field of life, but it is a tragedy in his life that he was convicted of bribery at the last time of his life. Next, we come to about the essay of studies. Of studies is about the study of books. There are certain benefits of the books, study of the books. There are certain pros and cons of the studying of the books. But now the question arises, why we should go to the book? Why should we read the book? What is the purpose of the reading the books? And that's why Bacon writes in the very beginning, I quote, studies are for delight, for ornament, for ability, unquote. It is a very famous quotation from the mouth of Bacon that study of the books serve the purpose of delight. We can derive the delight from the books. We can take the pleasure from the reading of the books only in private, and we are at peace in retiring mood. Then we can enjoy the books. We can take the pleasure. We take the delight when we are alone and in private, not in public. And for the sake of ornament, the study of the books provides knowledge. The study of books provides skill. But at the time of discussion, at the time of discourse, you can use your knowledge, you can use your skill for the sake of discussion. That's why it becomes ornament to your personality. Use of study and showing ability in the business matters and even making the decisions. And writer further says that best counseling comes from those who are learning. Even in our practical life, we see that best help, best advice comes from those persons who have the knowledge, either they are the philosophers or they are the wise persons or those who have studied the books. The best counseling is taken from those persons who are learned person. The writer says that it is a very lazy thing to spend too much time in studies. To use them too much for the ornament is an affectation, showing for all the time you say that it is so and so. People say that that he is affected by something or like that. On to make judgment wholly by rules is the humor of the scholar, and it is everything is perfected by experience. Very important sentence, that everything is perfected by experience. Definitely with the help of the experience we get knowledge, we get skill, everything becomes perfect. And he further says that natural abilities are like natural plants. Natural abilities like the natural plants, and the natural plants needs pruning, natural plants needs care. In the same manner, natural abilities also need pruning by the study. We can say that the natural abilities are watered by the study of the books, and it means our natural abilities can be matured, can be used better when we use the number of books, when we use many study of the books. He further says, I quote, crafty men condemn studies. Those persons who are tricky persons, those persons who are unbiased persons, they condemn the study of the books. They do not prefer the study of books. They do not like the study of the books. And simple men admire them. Simple men who are after the knowledge, those persons who are after the skill, definitely they praise the study of the books. They admire the study of the books, and wise men use them. It is very important. A simple man admire the study of the books, and wise person use those books for the sake of knowledge, for the sake of counseling, for the sake of better life, for the sake of upliftment of the society and himself. He used a wise person uses that knowledge for the culture, for the civilization. And it is true when Bacon says that this wisdom comes by observation. It is gained by observation. Means the whole study is based on observation and experience. Experience or observation makes a man perfect. Bacon further advice, I quote, read not to contradict or confuse. Generally, people read the books just to oppose that person, just to challenge that person, just to confuse that. No, Bacon advise that our reading should not be for the sake of the contradiction or for the sake of the confrontation. Not to believe and take for granted. Generally, books, people read the books for the sake of, okay, it is said by this book and they take it granted. No, no. It should not be taken in granted. Not to find, talk, and discuss, but to weigh and consider. Bacon advises whenever you quote a book, when you give a reference of a certain um, quotes, then it means before speaking, try to weigh and consider. Try to judge whether these statements are true or not, whether these statements are fine or fine or better. In this means better, it means that before speaking, wait and consider whatever you are going to say, whether it is reasonable, whether it is logical, whether it is true. In this manner, Bacon advises that reading should not be for the sake of contradiction, not for the sake of thing taken for granted, not for discourse, but before speaking, we should try to judge what is good and what is bad. He further says, I quote, some books are to be tasted, others to be swallowed, some books few to be tasted and digested. See in what manner Bacon says about the books. Actually, reading of books depends on taste. When we derive pleasure and delight from the readings of some books, and definitely it is a matter of taste. But some books are of very low taste. These books are not read seriously, or we can say that such type of books are only for the sake of the readings, and such type of books are swallowed, should be forgotten. They are not for the sake of the knowledge, they are not for the sake of the skill. But there are some serious books like epics, the Ramayana, the Mahabharata, the Bible. Actually, these are for the sake of the knowledge and culture. These knowledge of these books based on culture, based on civilization, based on experience, based on religion, and such books are to be digested for the use of the future, for the use of the culture, for the use of the civilization. He opined, I quote, reading made a full man, conference a ready man, write in an exact man, unquote. Try to understand what the writer wants to say. When we read the certain books, definitely knowledge is power. When we get knowledge from the books, we get experience from the books, we become a mature man, we become a wise man, we become a skilled man, we become a full man. Conference a ready man. When you talk something, when you discuss something on the basis of the books, you become a perfect man, you become a ready man. And definitely you write certain thing on the basis of your experience, on the basis of your observation, on the basis of reading of certain books, then you become an exact man. In this manner, Bacon says, reading makes a full man, conference a ready man, writing an exact man. Finally concludes, histories make men wise, poet witty, the mathematics subtle, natural philosophy deep, and moral grave, unquote. Bacon believes that by reading certain type of books, the man can be improved, the life can be improved. He believed that by reading the books, a man can become wise because he may quote the different kings of the different centuries, different rulers of the different time. The history is in his mind. That's why he becomes a wise man. But definitely when we read the poets and poetry, he becomes witty. When we study the books of mathematics, we become serious how to solve the problem of life, just like the mathematical problem. When we study the natural philosophy, the books of philosophy, definitely we become deep and serious and we become philosopher. And at the same time, we become moral persons, we become the serious person. One important thing that Bacon states, I quote, studies pass into the character, unquote. Whatever we read, that shapes our personality, that makes our personality, that makes our character. If you read the books of films, definitely the knowledge of film would enter into our character. We would behave like that person. That shapes our character, that molds our character. If we study the books of mathematics, definitely the problems of mathematics enter in our mind and that shapes our character. If we study the books of science, definitely we think logically, we think reasonably, and that passes into our character. It is true to say that studies pass into the character. Bacon suggests that in what manner the study of certain books can help to improve the mind, can help the disease of the person. If man's wit be wandering, let him study the mathematics. He suggests if the person is not determined, a person wanders here and there, he advises that him study the books of mathematics so his mind can concentrate on certain problems logically and reasonably. If he be not up to beat or matters, let him study lawyers' cases. Certainly, there are person who discuss this thing or that thing. Backhand advises that such type of person should read the books of lawyers and lawyer cases. Definitely, they would learn better how to discuss, how to advocate the certain problems of life. So every defect of mind may have a special receipt, he says. Every defect of mind may have a special receipt. The, the defects of mind can be cured by reading a special type of book, by special remedies of the books. So he suggests, so every defect of mind may have a special receipt, and the essay reflects Bacon's lucidity of method. The writer throws light on the purpose, the use, the abuse, the result of the studies. The chief use of studies for delight is in private and retiring. For the sake of ornament, showing skill at the time of discourse and discussion, studies make a full man. Various diseases can be cured by reading different types of books. Thanks.